Parma Calcio 1913. They used to be an amazing football club, right at the top of Italian football. Although they never won the league, they were still successful as they won the UEFA Cup once and the Domestic Cup 3 times, plus many other titles. Then, a title sponsor scandal sent the club into controlled administration until 2007, and the club was declared bankrupt in 2015. The club basically had to be reset and were put in Serie D, but 3 straight promotions meant they were back into Serie A, but unfortunately they were relegated back to Serie B last season. And that leads us to now. They are currently 12th in Serie B and the club just isn't the same. So we must make it our mission to bring this club back to the top of the football world. And without further ado, let's begin this rebuild career mode. And if you go on to enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let's get started. So I've been through the team and I've been through the squad hub, and there are quite a few players who are on loan at clubs when we literally could have them and they would be in our team. Like Karamoa, he would go in this team. He's 76 rated, he's 22. He's a good player, we need to recall him. And there's others as well. So Kukta, he is 34, but Grassi, 26. And Nani, he's 27. These are players that would all be good in this division. Our budget is pretty nice at 10.5 mil. And with that money, obviously we might make 1 or 2 signings, but we're mainly going to be trying to find the next Hernan Crespo. He is their all-time top goal scorer and was around during their success in the early 2000s. But first, let's check out our homegrown talent. Oh my god, I've got another amazing one. Oh my god, Mattia Franco. Holy crap. Let's look at this. That 88 dribbling. What's happened? Why is it so high? Holy crap. This guy is insane. He is insane. That 5 star, the dribbling, the stats are good. Like, they are bad. Oh my god, he's 17. Now he's gonna be our star player. Flavio de Agostino. So we're gonna send him to Argentina and he's going to find us the next Hernan Crespo. Alright, so we've sent our scout out to Argentina to attempt to find the next Hernan Crespo. But to be honest, the team is very solid in all places. As well, there is no Calcio B because EA don't have the rights to that. So we have had to put Parma back into Serie A without having to get promoted from Serie B. But you have to understand. You know, I know this team isn't great for Serie A, but it's a solid group of players. We can maybe escape relegation and then go from next season onwards. So we have arrived at the first game. We're against Roma. Good team that. But this is what our team looks like going into the first game. It's actually turned out much better than I thought it would. Franco, I converted him to a cam and he went up 5 ratings. Grassi's gone up a rating in pre-season, and some of the players like Cobalt and Totino, Man, they've gone up a few ratings in the pre-season. So this is what the team looks like. Buffon, very solid keeper. Obviously he's 43. He probably will retire at the end of the season. We don't know though. Might not. I'm excited. If you are too, make sure to subscribe. Let's get into the games. And this is the start of the Parma rebuild career mode. It's the first game we're playing. First game of a mighty good series. And it's the first game where we're going to be taking Parma to the top of Italy. And it's been pretty close in this game, but in the 63rd minute, Karamoa got away from his left back man and boom, finishes right into the bottom corner. That is the first goal of the career mode, and not a bad one to be honest, I can't lie. Great goal from Karamoa, who was on loan when we started this series, but he's now playing for Parma. He's now playing for a very prestigious club, and he scores a lovely goal to put us ahead in our first game. But now some not very good signs. Franco passes it to Tino as he gets away from his man and somehow misses from literally like in 10 yards out. Very shocking miss. I don't know how he's done that. That's not a good sign for the rest of the season, but it's alright. 84th minute. Roma get into the box and it's a great save from Buffon at close range, and then a lovely second save as well. We're going to need a replay for this because wow. Buffon, even at 43, is producing saves just like this to keep us in the game. Strong need to keep it out. That's a lovely, lovely save. But that game ended as a 1-0 win, and now we're on to the second game where we're playing against Sassuolo, once again at home. Started off well in the 3rd minute. Lovely ball through the middle. And of course, he's going to score when he gets in that range. That's a lovely finish from Totino. Even though he missed a sitter in the last game, it's alright. We knew Totino would score from that range. And that's his first goal of the season. The Parma fans are going absolutely mental. But the 31st minute, Franco obviously making problems. And he's got that 5-star, so obviously we're going to do some step overs. And he just fires wide, hits the post that holds the goal up. And that is an unfortunate miss from our young homegrown player. But he got an opportunity 10 minutes later and he bloody well took it. That's his first goal of the career mode. And a nice one at that, just before half time. 2-0 up against Sassuolo. I have a feeling we're going to win this game. Gives the camera a kiss, just for good luck as well. Hernani passes the ball through to Man, a lovely ball as well. Man on that left foot, cutting in, and he's into the 6-yard box, and he absolutely hammers it from close range. Was he ever going to miss? No, but he phases through, the ball is floating in the air. Bit strange from UEA, but it's alright. 73rd minute now, and Sassuolo are coming along, and Traore is going to go for a shot. It hits the bar, and then he heads home the rebound. It's an unfortunate way to concede, but it's alright. We still won the game. So I just played the 3rd game before January, where I'd say maybe make a signing or 2, and then we go for another 3 games. Unfortunately, I didn't record it. But as you can see, Bologna, 5-4 we won. And that was a 90th minute winner by Franco. I'm so annoyed because it was actually just such a good game. We went behind a few times, we equalised a few times, and then we eventually got that winner. But unfortunately, it's never going to be seen. A really good game as well. And Bologna are Parma's rivals, so I really wanted to beat Bologna. But don't worry, we will play them once more this season. It's actually the 2nd to last game. So we will play them in the 2nd to last game. And then we will play the last game. And I'm just annoyed about that, and I thought I might as well say. But it is time to go to January. As you can see, we are at a 99 rating. And we're also doing really well in the league. Considering Parma finished 20th last season in Serie A, obviously we have made some signings. And obviously we've got the Youth Academy graduate who is insanely rated. But still, 8th place is very solid. It's really close. I really want to get maybe into Europe, just considering how well this first half of the season's gone. I think we might be able to get into Europe. But that's the mid-season review. We are going to hopefully go far and hopefully get into Europe. So we're in a good place going into the second half of the season. Once again, we're playing a game when I'm at home. Didn't mean for this to happen, but we're playing against Sampdoria. 5th minute in, good save from Buffon. He may be a pretty old man for football terms, but that is a save. That is absolute quality from another older player in Quagliarella. And that, I don't think he actually touched it, but it's FIFA. It's fine. He made the save and that's all that matters. But Franco makes a beautiful finish from a very tight angle. That's something we see in the Hilux split career mode with Gilbert. But now we've got Franco doing it as well. You love to see it. But now Totino's got the ball. It's the 19th minute and passes it to Karamoa, who finishes it off after the good first touch. And sometimes in games in FIFA, they just go your way. 2-0 up in 20 minutes against Sampdoria, who are actually pretty decent. Sometimes it just happens, but that's alright. We don't mind, because look, it was 60th minute until something else happened. Thorsby on the edge of the box gives it to Caputo, but Gabbiadini is there to tap in the rebound. And another goal conceded from a rebound. Can't say it's something we can improve on because it's just a load of luck that's involved in that. But Hernani plays it to Franco, and now Franco's through. He's on the edge of the box and he absolutely hammers one in from the 18-yard box. And that is a lovely finish from this man. He's an absolute wonder kid. He's got that dribbling. He's able to get away from his man. And this finish is just absolutely exquisite. Let's watch it again. Gets on the edge of the box, is pretty free and open, but bloody hell, what a goal that is from our star player. We went on to win that game 3-1, but once again, we're at home, and this time we're playing Bologna. This time we're actually going to record it. And it started off very well. 3rd minute, man gets through. Keeper should have done better, but this game Oh my, there was a lot of goals in this game. Sometimes they just happen. Last time out, we played Bologna. The game was 5-4. They actually managed to score quite a few goals. But this time, it was all our game. Man, lovely tight finish. And a beautiful goal on that right foot. Bit weaker, but still got a 5-star weak foot. And that's 2-0 within 10 minutes against our better rivals. We've been playing along man's side pretty much this whole game now. And he's looking for his hat-trick. And of course, he gets it once again from another howler from the keeper. But it doesn't matter how you score them, it just matters that you score them. And he's on a hat-trick, or he's already got his hat-trick in the 30th minute. But now, Totino was through, and he wanted a goal as well. That's a lovely goal from him. But Bologna were through, and that is another amazing save from our 44-year-old goalkeeper, Gianluigi Buffon. What a legend of the game. But now, even Grassi is scoring. He doesn't have the greatest stats in the world, but he's still scoring absolute bangers in this game, and we're 5-0 up. Bit ridiculous, bit of overkill, but we were humbled as they went and scored in the 60th minute. I don't think they were ever going to win, but they still got a goal. But Totino now through, and I think we all know the outcome. Bit of a heavy touch, but he actually missed. That was a bit of a disappointing miss, because the touch was a bit too much, but he's through again, and he was going to rectify his mistake by slotting it into the bottom corner. So it has come to the final game of the season. As you can see in the table, if we win this game, we could potentially go up to 8th, but to be honest, we've slipped up quite a lot since January. In the games you've seen, it's looked pretty good, to be honest. We've dominated Sampdoria, we just absolutely smashed Bologna, but we have been quite inconsistent with some of our results, so that's the ultimate reason why we've fallen down a bit. But to be honest, 10th, maybe 9th, potentially 8th if results went our way. It's an amazing result considering this team got relegated in 20th place last season. That's alright, because we always have next season. The board, they'll most likely back us, as you can see. Even though we've been in some bad form, 93 rating, the board is happy with what we've done this season. So let's have one last game and let's go for it. But this is the last game of the video. We are at the San Siro. What a finish to the season against Inter. Inter are currently 1 point behind Juventus, so we could potentially cause an upset. And Grassi finishes it off into the bottom corner in the 8th minute. I did just diss him in the last game, but it turns out he's pretty decent. But most of this game is dedicated to Gianluigi Buffon. Look at that save. He may be 44, but he's making remarkable saves. Another great save, just 4 minutes later. But unfortunately, Inter did score. Unfortunately, we did let our guard down, but it is Inter in the end. And another great save from Buffon. Buffon really carried us in this game, but man, takes a bit of a heavy touch, cuts it back to Hernani, who gives it to Totino, and Totino absolutely smashes it into the corner. And that is 2-1 up against Inter Milan. We are potentially deciding a league here. If Juventus were to lose, we would have decided this league. And this is all because of Buffon. It's in the 91st minute, it's in the last minute of the game. Inter are playing it about quite nicely. Valverde cuts it back to Barella, and that is a lovely, lovely save from Buffon to keep our win intact. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but that is an amazing save. And then he fires wide just afterwards. But we've just beaten second placed Inter Milan, and that is a great way to finish this video. So in the end, after that very tight win at Inter, we finished 10th. Obviously, that's a really, really good performance. The rating is still 93. So the board likes me, which means they might give me a very nice budget next season. Some of the players who have come along really well, like Dennis Mann, oh, love him. Karamoa, he's been really good. I don't know why he went on loan anyway, but that just doesn't make sense in real life. But they have a reason, they definitely have a reason. But looking at the table, Torino, we obviously... Wait, what? How did we not finish higher than Torino? We have a higher goal difference. Okay, if someone could tell me about that, that would be lovely. I have no idea why that even happened. So, in the top scorers, we are in 11th with Dennis Mann. He got 15 goals. Very, very solid. He's been really, really good this season. And he's our only player in the top 25. but I'm pretty sure we have got good stats, so we're going to go to the squad hub. So Dennis Mann finishes our top scorer, obviously. He got 16 goals, 3 assists. Totino in second with 11 goals and 3 assists, and Caramoa with 10 goals and 5 assists. That front three did very well for being quite low rated. Obviously they have good potential, like Mann, I'm pretty sure he only has like 81 or 82 potential, but still, they've got good potential and they have decent cards. But it's been solid, it's been very solid. Hernani was top assister with 10, and Franco got 9 goals and 9 assists at the ripe old age of 18. He's now an 82 rated. He can really pick out passes now, and he's been really good this season. I've been very impressed. That finishing, I love it. 77 finishing. He did score, I'm pretty sure he scored one really good goal in this episode. I can't remember though. But a quick mention to the veteran in this squad, of course, is Buffon. He's been so good in this season. It has to be that 90 positioning. Although he has actually gone down a rating, or I don't think any of his stats have gone down. He's been amazing, just in one-on-ones. Some of his saves have been amazing for a 44-year-old man. That's crazy. It has to be that 90 positioning. But bloody hell, he's been amazing in this season. He's probably the reason we got 10th. He's made so many saves, and you saw quite a few of them in that last game. He made a shit ton of saves. What a legend of the game. I absolutely love Buffon. And finally, before I leave you guys, let's look at the squad. So, obviously, Caramoa, Mann, and Franco, they're our top players. Oh, and Buffon. Apologies. Our centre-backs are a little bit weak, but to be honest, their stats are alright. So, me playing with them, I'll be completely fine with playing with them. But we could do better. I think I might try and get a new player instead of Valenti, and maybe get a new player instead of Grassi, and maybe with Bussi, Totino, and Pazzella. But to be honest, Hernani, he's very, very solid in that CDM role. Mann, Caramoa, very solid. Franco is obviously staying at camp until the end of time. And Buffon, well, just got to hope that he stays maybe for one more season, because he was very, very crucial in us getting 10th place. But this is where I leave you guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it all the way to this point in the video, I thank you very much. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already subscribed, then do be sure to subscribe. More videos like this. Check out the Hijack Split career mode in the end screen. Check out the Prison FC Pro Club series as well. And thank you very much for watching. I do hope to see you again very, very soon. And goodbye.